I tried to get out of the car with my seatbelt on, that didn't quite work. And then Sheryl tried to take me out by opening her door on me. Okay guys, day 5. I've lost count.
We've been to 40
I'm in delirium. I put in Mississippi roast so that we will have dinner tonight. For those of y'all that have never had a Mississippi roast, you simply get you a 2 to 3 pound roast. You get you dry ranch seasoning mix, a dry au jus mix. You sprinkle it over your roast. You put a whole stick of butter. Yes, I said a whole stick of butter.
Butter makes everything better.
Yes, that's what's going to help make your gravy. And then you put some sliced, I like the sliced pepperoncinis.
But we didn't have that.
We used, what, banana?
Yeah, like a mild
banana. Either one. You just want, it gives you some flavoring. And I like them when they're already sliced. You can, but my husband and I found we like to slice because then we don't have to fight over the peppers when we're dishing it up. Because let's be honest, that's the best part. And then you're gonna serve it over mashed potatoes, mashed cauliflower, or whatever your preference is. But it's delish. It's easy. And best thing is, it's ready when you get home.
Cause we haven't eaten any food.
Yeah, we have been starving. You could tell by our svelte figures, we have been starving ourselves the whole time. So, anywho, we're getting ready to...
Today's 50% off Purple Bag Day.
The infamous Purple Bag Day. We get to experience this, y'all.
Benefiting the Women's Center, so
we'll see if I get overwhelmed, overstimulated.
For the 5th day.
Because let's just say, at some point you hit the mental block and you're like, and I think I hit mine yesterday in the thrift, whatever thing. I couldn't do it. Family thrift. Too many people. It was too much.
It was a lot of people. You're right.
It was a lot. It was a lot. A lot of the, and I don't like people on top of me when I'm shopping, and there was a lot of that.
Gee, thanks, LaDonna.
Not you. It was strangers. There are times when you go to the thrift store and people just don't respect the bubble. And anyway, but that's fine. That's fine. It was good. It was a good day. Anyway, so we will check in at our next stop. Okay, y'all, we are getting ready to go to the infamous Purple Sale, and I tell you, it's crowded. You ready? You ready to throw elbows, Sheryl?
I'm ready. I don't know about throwing elbows, but...
What day are we on?
5? 4? 4? 5. We're on day 5.
Oh, yeah, because we started Sunday.
Yeah. So, we don't know where we're at anymore. We don't know what we're doing. Let's go see what kind of shenanigans we can get into today. We're at the Purple Bag Sale. Look at that. Tabletop.
That's really
glaze lighter. It is in amazing condition.
That's a really good find.
So, and then we got a few other little goodies, and we found one of the Ellie Smith Greek key. So I just need to get my flower frog and put in there. So, and Beth
Got a bunch of stuff. Look at what I found right here.
That's
going to be
Pyrex.
It's going to be $3. And I got the big bowl too.
And the big bowl. Can you believe that? I don't know how she did that. She scored really well. So now we got to find Sheryl and get her rounded up. Oh Lord! I tried to get out of the car with my seatbelt on. That didn't quite work. And then Sheryl tried to take me out by opening her door on me. So we're at bag number 2. Let's see what we can find. Anybody need a banana? Just saying. Well, clearly somebody didn't live them forever. Creepy dolls are still following me everywhere. Creepy dolls. That's all I can say. Creepy dolls.
It's a yeehaw.
Cookies. Tatted buddies. Yeah. Some creepy gummy. I love it. My mother gonna fight for that.
Oh, those are cute.
But we are not done shopping because I
Oh
think
my
we're
gosh,
gonna
y'all.
go down
Got
to
so
Rosenberg
many
and
goodies, amazing
check out,
finds. Cannot wait. Look,
shop. But I don't want the video
all have
to
bags.
be too long, so
filling up the truck.
we're going to the shopping here.
And we're going to the antique mall for more shenanigans.
I don't
Wait till
know
you see
how
what we found. Alrighty, you guys, we are in Rosenberg. We're going to the antique shops down here. Look at this cute little town. Let's see what shenanigans we're going to get into. So, down here, Bethy and Sheryl. Yeah, we've been finding some good stuff today.
Looking for the ones that
This
are going to
building.
have the best deal.
Cool. That's what it caught fire at one point.
Yeah, see, oh, it might have caught fire on the restaurant side.
Yeah, look, I see quite a bit of damage up there upstairs.
So that was the
You
upstairs.
can still smell it.
Yeah, upstairs right here was.
That's so
it's
sad.
a antique building.
Look
Right
at
here,
that
there's
mural,
the
guys.
right there.
Isn't that pretty?
Look at the pretty mural.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
We're
corner
headed
one
over here.
is where we're going.
Y'all, look at that.
Oh,
That's
she's a
little
string
creepy.
person too.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah,
string.
they're all
this
string
little
holders.
side-eye guy.
Oh my god, he's adorable. He's got Misty written all over him.
So this is antique use. This is different.
Those guys. Cute that is. Lamp. Look at the base. Oh, stunning. It is beautiful, but the base is everything. Y'all, look at this piece. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Like the swan on it. Ugh. How cute this is, guys. It's adorable. What I found, guys. Wait for it. Funny. Y'all, she's seen some things. That I got some good stuff. Yeah, Cheryl's got her popcorn, so she's a little happy. And we're going to the Red's Queen's attic now. It's huge. Can't wait. Woohoo! Look how pretty it is in here, guys. Look at it. Beautiful. It's a really nice mix of vintage, woods, different genres, ethnicities. Okay, I'm here. Sheryl is not here, so I am hunting. Holy teacup, guys. You like teacups? Holy moly. Just a few. Squirrel. Oh, there we go. Where are elves? He looks like he just ate a sour lemon. I'm just saying. They look like they've seen some things. Look at that. Another weirdo. Ew, what do you got here? Look at this little book. Look at that old leather purse. So cool. Really, I found a spun head. Ooh, look what somebody made out of tatting. How cool is that? Button City. Look at this, guys. Look what I found. Isn't that cool? Can you see? It's a donkey. Oh my god, adorable. Oh goodness, I wonder if I saw that. I may have drilled a little, you know, and I have to clean it when I leave. Just saying. Oh my gosh. Look at this cute little bench. Y'all, I think it's gonna storm. All right, y'all. That was a
That was only the tip of the iceberg down here. We've only been to two shops, and LaDonna didn't even get to go upstairs in Red Queen's attic.
I got stuck at the jewelry. I was just like, every time I thought it was done, I found another tray to go through. It was cray.
It's a lot. It's a full destination in Rosenberg. So,
but we had a lot of fun. We found a lot of good stuff.
Again, today we have loaded up the back of the Tahoe.
And day 5. Yes.
One more day. One more day.
It's all good. Alrighty. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed that footage from the Purple Bag store. Well, it's not the Purple Bag store, but it's Purple Bag sale. And the antique stores that we visited in Rosenberg, Texas. We had an absolute blast. Found so many great goodies. Speaking of goodies, I have attached the live haul that I did on VAMP, Virtual Antique Marketplace, to the end of this video. Now, you'll notice when you watch that, the way it works is when I multicast to YouTube, it's going to display in portrait mode instead of landscape. So, if you haven't visited Virtual Antique Marketplace, or VAMP as we call it, I would love it if you would come join us over there. There are a ton of amazing sellers. You can go to virtualantiquemarketplace.com and you will see a variety of listings, buy it now, or you'll see live shows. I go live every Wednesday at 11 Central. So with that, give yourself grace, give others grace. It's going to get a little crazy. It's the holidays. What else can we say? So I hope you stay and watch the live haul footage. And if you see anything that you're interested in, either keep an eye out on my online shops on eBay, Etsy, Mercari, or take a look at VAMP, because I do bring things for a much lower price over on VAMP. And of course, you can always email me at bayoubelleantiques@gmail.com. Alrighty, guys. Enjoy. I stopped over at the thrift yesterday and I found some of those kinetic, I don't know if you've seen those kinetic little wire sculptures. Hey, Beth. But they have the butterflies on one and then they have the birds on the other. Couldn't believe I found those at the thrift store. That was nuts. Absolutely nuts. So I did snatch them, threw them in my buggy. So I have to haul those. So, and I also picked up, while I was there, you know, I'm putting together like some little ephemera kits. And along with that, not only is it paper, but I'll be putting like some coordinating buttons and some fabrics and stuff. Right, Kathy? They were in amazing shape. So I picked those up, but I was pretty excited. But when I was over there, I also found these bags of vintage ribbon. So in those ephemera kits, like look at this one. This one's kind of like a white and then like a not like a teal aqua color, but I'm gonna add in like some lace scraps. Like for the Christmas ones, I'll definitely add in like some of this red. They're the lucite ones, Kathy. So they're not signed, but they do have the original sticker on them. So they are. Let me see if I can find them again. Lucite. So they're by New Designs, and I'll flip you around. I'll show you. It's like these. So I got two of them. One are birds and one is butterflies. But you never find those. Oh yeah. You know, Kathy, I am terrible right now. I'm just looking at my cat. I have one cat in the bed and the other one staring at him like, move. So, but I have decor to put up. One room I need to finish painting, so I don't want to hang anything up there. And then the other room, I have a box of all the stuff that I want to hang, but I'm like having trouble committing. I just need to do it. So I'm just like, whenever my mom comes, she's like, why is that tub over there? And I'm like, that's all the stuff I'm going to put on the walls. So it's the whole thing. Oh. Well, I also found another bag of ribbon. So I thought that one would be good to like go in Christmas or Valentine. Look at all this vintage goodness that I picked up. So that's what I'm working on this weekend, is trying to get all of that like coordinated and stuff. And y'all, I was looking through again. I was, because I'm getting close to the time that my mom's going to come, and I was like, okay, I need to go into those bedrooms. I need to make sure everything's cleared out. Look at this. This is a 1952 Christmas recipes booklet from the gas company. I just looked this thing up on eBay, on the Bay. It just sold for like $31. Yeah, that's got to get listed. That's got to get listed. It's like, it almost went into like a scrapbooking kit, and I'm like, no. And then I need to figure this out. I need to figure out how to price this one, but it's a 1970s, kind of like, think about like Ace Hardware kind of thing, but it's a Christmas catalog. But look at all the graphics, and it's in mint condition. So I just got to figure out how to price that so I can get that listed. I swear, I need to hire someone to do the things for me. You know what I mean? I also need to get these little, because people like to collect those little Madame Alexander dolls. So those need to get listed. But anyway, we're not here for that. We're here. I have 2 boxes. Oh yeah. I know. I have a lot of books and they're just hidden away in a closet, and I'm just like, no. Those need to I need to go through them, and I think some of them I'm going to put as junk journals and deal with them that way, because if it ain't listed, can't sell. Isn't that what they say? So, anywho, we're going to tackle this box first. Oh, my goodness. Whoops. As I put it on my cat's tail. I don't think he liked that very much. So, this was the Purple Bag store. I think this benefited a women's shelter or something like that. Beth would have to speak more on that. But look at what Beth found for me. Isn't that gorgeous? No chips, no crap. It's gorgeous. It's on slate, hand painted. I think this is going to go probably to my mom, because honestly, I'm terrified to ship it. But it's all hand painted and it's signed. But we went to the Covered Bridges of Madison County. Right, Kathy. I know. So we did a tour over in Iowa of the Covered Bridges of Madison County. So I really liked that. I thought that was really pretty. Hey, we're just going over the stuff that we picked up on, let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, day 5, which was Purple Bag. It was everything you could fit into the Purple Bag was 50% off at that thrift. And then we went over to Rosenberg to Antique Mall. So, and then of course, what always happens, things end up timing is a struggle. Because I like to do a haul before I list, but so this will go into next year's Halloween bin. But look how cute. It's a little Halloween lovey. So I'll just stick that in. Am I glitching? Like, what do you mean glitching? I know they did an update yesterday and there were a lot of problems. So is your app up to date? That's the only thing I can think of. Look at this. How cute is this? It's a little vintage crocheted bottle cozy. That's freaking adorable. I thought that was so cute. It's in really good shape. Because, everybody needs to have their bottle warmed, right? Oh, my God. Probably next to that, my next favorite find was, look at this. I was looking at the receipt and it had dumbbell, and I was like, dumbbell? What? Because I keep an inventory of everything I bought. Yeah, that's what they did. It's like they put it over a beer bottle. It's so cute. But I couldn't figure that out. It's a table lighter. Tabletop table lighter. Isn't this cool? And it's in really great shape. I mean, the insert's still intact. No chips or cracks. I know, right, Kim? I knew when I saw it across the way, I just beelined for it. I knew exactly what that was. So, yes, Kathy. Huda would love that. So, I definitely snagged that. Then, I also found this little jam jar. It has a little apple blossom and the leaf on it with the underplate. And it is a Japan piece. Still has the remnant of the sticker. No chips or cracks to it. So I snagged that. If I lived near that purple bag store, I would be in there all the time. Let me tell you, I had to throw some elbows. It was packed. That place was crazy busy. Crazy busy. So let's see what else we got. I also found this beautiful oil painting. Look how great that is. I was surprised this was still sitting there. And it's funny, I was grabbing this and Sheryl was grabbing the jelly cat. But I never find those anymore. So I was so excited to find that. And then I also, when I was talking about the ephemera kits, I found this little Stamping Up. And it is full of all of these papers, different colors and stuff. It's like a card making kit, and it was just full. So originally I got it for like package toppers, but now I think I'm going to go through and put it in those junk journal kits. So I was excited to find that. And then my next favorite thing, I have never seen these before. Look at these. They're tatted little baby booties. Have you ever? And whoever had them did have it custom framed. Now, I was thinking about taking them out and seeing if I could soak them and clean them because I'm thinking that might be like old glue residue. What do you think? Would you list it as is, or would you take it out and try to clean them a bit? I mean, they're really not in bad shape, but how cool is that? I mean, I have little pieces of tatting, but I've never seen anybody do this. So I know that's what I was a little afraid of, because I mean they're mounted so nicely on there. But how cute is that? And it made me really curious, because I'm like, I wonder if that was like a family heirloom or something, because it seems like it must have been something special for someone to get framed. And then I also found this, and I was like, it's actually an antique postcard that someone framed. in there. St. Patrick's Day postcard. So I snagged that. I don't think people are in danger. Hey, get out of there. Sorry, cat. Get a box and a cat decides to do that. I don't think I know what that looks like. I'd have to research that. Because if I have, let's see, what does that look like? Hardanger needle. I think I do have some of that because I know I have pieces that look like that. I didn't know. Now I know. So yeah, I'll have to because I have tubs and tubs and tubs of linens, but I know I have something like that. Well, good. I'm glad to be able to put a name to that. To me, it always helps when you're listing linens if you can figure out some keywords. Alrighty, y'all know me and my scarves. Look at this one. Look how pretty that is. I love to pick up vintage scarves. So easy to list those. I also got this one. That one was pretty. This one was made in Korea. And that. And then the other one I picked up. Oops, actually there's two more. So we have this one. Also made in Korea. Love the colors though on that. And then the last one I picked up, this one, where was the tag on this one? So this one is a alpaca one out of Peru. And it's so soft. I mean, I find wool ones, but that's the first time I found one that's made from alpaca. I mean, and look how it's like they do that. What do they call it? Worsted type technique on that. So we had that one. And oh, I also found, I got pretty excited over finding this. Look at this. That's the Ellie Smith amethyst black glass. But I need to look in my stash and see if I have the flower frog that sits in there. But I love these with that Greek key design. It's in really good shape. You know, it's like, I don't come across that one very often. So now, like I said, I got to see if I have the frog for it. I also found, and I love picking up Studio Pottery, this creamer open sugar set. And it is signed. Oh, yeah, that would be pretty. But how pretty is that? I snagged that. Usually I do pretty well with studio pottery, especially if it's signed. And also, and I knew it was too late for Halloween when I was picking this up, but I picked these up because I haven't seen this one before. These are the amethyst black glass, but they're candle holders. But have you seen that shape before? So I'm not sure. There's no maker mark on them, so I'm not sure who made those. But I just thought they had like kind of a Art Deco, even like a manly type profile to them. So, like I said, it is, of course, Halloween. It's too late, but I like to pick up the more unusual. And I have like mercury glass candle holder candles. Wouldn't that be cool in there? And then Beth found me. I don't know if you remember that Israel trinket dishes that I got. Look at these. These match those trinket dishes. These little votive candle holders. I thought those were really pretty. Yeah, Kim. Exactly. That's when I have a hard time when you find stuff, because then you're like, ooh, I want to keep this. But you can't keep everything when you could. So then I also found these. These are cut crystal. They are cut. They're very sharp. Little butter pats. I've not found the butter pats before. So I snagged them because I was just like, I think these would make a cute little assemblage, to craft with, or you can, like put your rings in them or something, but they're super sharp, let me tell you. So I was kind of excited that nobody else was interested in finding those. Although I have to say, with this purple bag, like you had to kind of go around different angles because these were like tucked behind something. And I just happened to see them out of the corner of my eye. So we had that and this. Just trying to make sure I have enough room for everything else. Then Beth found me this little inlaid wood elephant trinket box. I need to clean it up, but isn't that cool? So cool. But in there are these beautiful, what do you call it? Rose quartz. Knotted, so they're individually knotted little beaded necklace. So pretty. And they are real stones. And look at this little flamingo brooch. How cute is he? He's big. He's a big little thing. And then this little Austria brooch. Look at the colors. That Aurora Borealis on those. It's stunning. Hey, Karen. I absolutely love it. And look at all the filigree. Austrian brooches are like, they're just simply my favorites. So So those will be and if you see something you can't live without, we'll run it. But something I can easily figure the shipping out. Just gonna say it. Check these out, guys. Look at these. They're huge, but they're very light. But they're individual rhinestones that are wrapped on this hoop. Have you ever? I mean, I do think these were like artisan made. I don't think they came like that. I can't find anything like them, but how fun are these? I mean, I'm like with a jean jacket or something. They're so fun. And when I saw them, I was like, that's probably heavy. No, they're really not. They're very well made. And like I said, they're all wire wrapped. You can see where they wrap the rest of the wire up at the top. Right, Karen? And they're just fun. I was like, this is a statement piece. I mean, you wear these somewhere and you're going to get some comments. These were at the purple bag, Beth. I think the last purple bag that we went to. And I said, these are Beth earrings. Oh my gosh. I love them. And I also found this beautiful turquoise and red coral chips necklace. I'm not sure. What are the brown? Does anybody know what the brown stone is? And it's so pretty. I just love this. I love anything Southwestern style. It is my weakness. But I knew when I saw it, I had to pick it up. They are cold, so they're not, like some plastic. Okay, Jasper. Yeah, that would probably make sense. But I just love them because they just have all that variation in them. I thought that was really pretty. So I picked up that. And I found this fetish choker. Sounds kind of weird to call it fetish, but that's what they call these things. I have another fetish necklace that I have yet to list, but I found this choker and I knew immediately what it was. So most of the time when you find them, there's like the beads all the way around on them. But this one is more of like a choker. So that was all I got at the purple bag. Now we have another box that I got from the Rosenberg antique malls. And in case you're wondering about the thumbnail, look at this. Look at this bag Beth got me. Oh, that was awesome. I love that bag. I might have to display it on my packing bench area. Alrighty, guys. Let's see what all we got. This is a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot. So we got. Look at these Van Tellegen bunny shakers. How adorable are they? Let me see if I can display them. Look how cute. I always love finding these. These are great. They still have, well, one has a stopper, the other one doesn't. But let's be honest, who uses their shakers? who actually uses them? Because I'm like, if you break it, I'm gonna kill you. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. And I got those in a booth that was going out of business. So I got a really good deal. Let's see. This is I'm sorry for the noise. This is a multi-piece. So they also had these. Look at those. These are shakers. So they're made in Japan, but they come in this little holder. How adorable. So it's like flowers, cherries, lemons. How cute are those? So I had to snag those. All right, let's see. And I will tell y'all, that lady about gave me a heart attack when she was wrapping all that stuff because she was like stacking it on a chair. Beth will tell you, I was just like glued watching her because I'm like, go get a box. It was a high stool that she just kept stacking stuff on this stool. And I'm like, you're giving me a heart attack. Oh, UPS guy's here, so I'm sorry you're gonna hear the dogs bark. Yeah, that I was stressed. I was super stressed over that. You want to the quickest way to upset me is to do a crazy wrapping job or do things that are going to break things. So, all right. The next thing I got out of that booth were these hand-carved birds. So they had one in, I'm thinking this is probably oak. And then they had this one. And I'm thinking this is probably a walnut or it could be a teak. How pretty are those? But I have several friends whose husbands and family members that hunt. So I immediately snagged these because I'm like, that will do really, really well for me. Now, I also at that shop snagged a few pieces of jewelry. And again, I'm so sorry for the crinkling, but look at this cat. Isn't he amazing? He's so good. He's big. And I also got this little milk glass brooch as well. I'm going to say this store and the day 6 was heavy on the jewelry. Look at this guy. Look at him. Oh my God. Look. He's got the fly. He's going to eat that fly. Or no, that's a dragonfly. Look at him. I think I stood there and just played with him for a while. He's great. I found another vintage Austria brooch as well. So this one's really old. So I had that one. And then I found this one. And I know we've all seen the circle ones, but look at that glow. Holy moly. That glow is insane on that one. I was whipping out my black light, let me tell you. I was having me a high time. And I also found in that same booth, and I was looking to see if there's a date. I don't see a date. But look at this little, it's a little mini Bible made in the USA. But it's actually, look at that. Clearly, this person didn't have vision issues that owned that. How great was that? And then I need to research this one as well. But if you, I was trying to get this sticker off. If you collect any kind of antique buckles, look at this one. Look at that. It is all brass, but it's curved. So I want to do a little research and see if I can like pinpoint the error. But it's like all this embossing open work that was on it. So I do think it was like probably some kind of sash buckle. And I think it's belonged to a woman because I don't know, maybe a dandy, right? But I was like, that was amazing. So I always am, and Beth can tell you, they were walking around and they're like, LaDonna's still over there in that cabinet. It was a man booth. So whenever I find a booth that belongs to a man, I'm going to look because you can usually find things. Now, this next item, for now, I am keeping. I might sell the other. I have a different one that I might let go because, right, everything, one thing comes in, something has to go out. But, y'all, look at what I found. Look how big it is. And it has shelves. Now, I have another one that is like an octagon. It doesn't have any shelves. So, like, you would put, like, I don't know, a candle or something in it and do something. So I might let that one go because I can't quite figure out what to do with it. Although it'd probably make a great, like, Halloween display to put, like, the body parts of the dolls. Yeah. I never find these out in the wild anymore. Or if I find them, I don't find them at a price point that I'm willing to pay because, you know, y'all want a good deal. But that was one of the things she had on that stool that I was about to have a heart attack over. Because I'm like, I'm watching it going, that's going to fall. But I have 3 others that have like all my little Wade Winsies displayed on. So I'm kind of afraid to ship that one too. I don't know. At least the other one is like, I know I could easily stuff it. So, all right. So this stuff is all from the Red Queen's attic. And Beth and Sheryl went upstairs. I never made it upstairs. because LaDonna found the jewelry. I think I was there the majority of the time. Look at this hat pin. I think this is like wood with the little rhinestones around it. Or they're not actually they're like, I think they're like beads around it. But look at that. I mean, that's at least probably 8 or 9 inches. So it's a bigger one. But I've not seen that one before. I'm not saying I've seen all hat pins, but I've not seen one similar to that. Karen, hat pins, are you talking about the hat pins or those little shelves? Because I think both of them are getting harder and harder to find. And then I also found, the pins. I have found one place in Lincoln, and it turns out it's her collection that she's been selling off. But usually when I come across them, if I come across them, they're priced ridiculous that you can't even, some of them I won't even pay that, and I collect them. But this one I was really excited to find because it was at a price point that I could still share it. And I'm thinking the bottom is probably brass because it looks like it's got some patina to it. But I also found these little miniature mercury bulbs. So I have a craft I want to do. Will I do it? Is going to be the question. I don't find the little bulbs that often anymore. Not like I used to. But these actually, they even have the little hoops. So they were like ornaments. Hey! So I'm like, I'm going to have to, probably when I go get my mama from Alabama, I'm going to have to sit down and do some stuff. And look at this. Have you ever seen one this small? It's so good. And it's a handmade one. So I was like, how cute. Some white. Some, what? Snow White. Oh, Snow White. Okay. I was like, I don't know. What's kind of funny is when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's a mermaid. And then I'm like, no, it's not, LaDonna. That's not a mermaid. But how cute is that? I've never found one that small. So I was like, you could easily put that like in an assemblage or hang it on your tree. So maybe that's what I'll put in the listing title, Beth. That's a good idea. And then y'all, I don't find these ring boxes very often, and I definitely don't find them at a price point that's not ridiculous. Let me tell you. But look at this one. They displayed their wedding bands. How cool is that? It's in really good shape. I mean, a lot of times these are broken or discolored. This one is in really, really good shape. So, and it has the eternal light on it. I love that. Perfect for like a Valentine's display or just sitting on your dresser as a display. Ooh, you know what would be neat is if like you had your grandparents or your parents' rings on display with that. I'm just saying, that would be good. So, okay. This is what I spent all my time at that place. Look at this Damascene mouse. You've seen the Damascene before, but have you seen a mouse? How cute is he? He's just, and the way he pins on is laying down. So he's just like, hey, I'm just hanging out here. I think Damascene is so underrated, personally. And also found this signed. It's 1994, and it is signed the Russian lacquer brooch. So we do have its signature on it. This is a pretty good size one. So I was, and then when I thought I was done digging, I turned around and there was another whole cabinet. I mean, this lady had, Beth can tell you, and it'll be in my video that comes out Friday on it. I was like, where does one find that much jewelry? And not crap jewelry, like good jewelry. I also got this enamel on copper flower. It's an artisan piece. I had that. I figured they must have had some kind of connection to some kind of estate cleanouts, because I don't know how you can find that much good. I mean, I find a lot of jewelry, but not, there's always, it's hard to find the better pieces, I guess, is what I want to say. Let's see, which way? Look at this. Mother of pearl. Very Art Deco, the woman with her hat on. I thought that was really cool. So I was trying to pick out, some pieces were, I'm not going to say common, but, that you do find. But I tried to pick out things I don't see every day, or colors that I don't see every day. Look at this enamel pansy. And it's like that rusty purple kind of color and the yellow. And I'm pretty sure there's actually a pansy that color. But it's in really good condition. I try to be a little picky when I pick these up. I want to find them without any paint loss. And that one was really good. Because inevitably, I mean, they were just all, Beth will tell you, they were just all strewn. So I was like, ooh, that's going to end up getting scratched up. So I snagged it. And look at this one, this patriotic, like pinwheel style. Oh, I was like, that is so cool. So we had it. And let's see. Then I found this one. And this one's got me kind of curious. I'm not sure. Look at this. It's like reverse painted, or the foil work under the dome. And then you have the dangling rhinestones. Have you ever seen one like that before? It is gorgeous, Val, in person. I mean, it's just not, it's not displaying how beautiful it is in person. So I came across that one. And I found another enamel on copper of a seagull. And it's in great shape. There's no cracking at all to the enamel or chipping. A lot of times, you know, these can get a little chip on them. And y'all, I want to tell y'all something. I went to the post office the other day, and there was this lady out in the parking lot looking up. And I'm like, what is she looking at? And she was getting her camera out. And I'm just like, what is she? And I guess she saw me looking at her. And I was trying not to give her that, you know, look. There were seagulls in Omaha. And she's like, I think they're lost. And I'm like, seagulls in Omaha in November? Now, weirdly enough, my husband and I went, Omaha, if you don't know it, is on the migration path for a lot of birds. There is this one place, and it's like a sanctuary, kind of like a park. But we went out there and had one of the biggest bird migration in history. It was about 3 or 4 years ago. You could not see the lake. There were so many birds. And I learned Omaha has pelicans. My family's from the Gulf Coast. I was just like, that is not a pelican. I am not looking at a pelican. Yes, they have pelicans. And they stay over in Council Bluffs area. I also got this milk glass and rhinestone brooch. That would be really cute on a jacket or a hat. So fun. Like I said, I try to pick up more of the unusual pieces. And I also found, let's see if I can get him out because the bag's stapled. Look at this little itty bitty guy. Look how stinking adorable he is. And that's like the size of my fingernail. He is so tiny. But he's an older one. You can tell by the size of the pin coming through. How cute is he sitting on his little branch? Yeah, Kathy, they have the white pelicans over there. I had never seen anything like it. I'll have to try to remember to post up my pictures that I have of that migration. It was insane. I've never seen. I mean, we get the sandhill cranes that come through here. This was something I've never seen. And I also found this little beaded flower. I like to pick these up because I think this will be really cute. And like one of those jewelry kind of assemblages, you know, that you put in a frame. So I snagged it. And I have had the bigger one, but I have not had one this small. Look at this. It's a little hand-painted porcelain rose. Look at the detail work on that. It is so pretty. I haven't had one that small. The one I've had before is probably about 3 times that size. And then I also found this Austrian AB. Oh, look at the stones on that. Right, Kathy? The only reason I knew what they were is because, you know, on the Gulf Coast, we had them hanging out at my mom's house all the time because they had a place on the one of the bayous. This one I need to figure out. I think I think someone, I'm not sure what it originally belonged to, but look at this. It is an antique. I can tell that. But those are like little, the silk French knot type flowers. But it's old. So, and you know I love my antiques, but I can't quite, I want to do a little research to figure out what it went to. I'm wondering if it was like attached to a watch fob or something, or you know, like the what do they call it, chatelaines or something. But y'all know I can't leave stuff like this behind. I can't. I mean, I know somebody out there will love this just as much as I do. And then I also picked up this beautiful, this would have been on a Victorian morning piece of clothing. So it's a remnant of that. But how gorgeous is that? I mean, you have the black jet and the beads, but you can tell it was originally, you know, on something. Could be like on a cape, because it's got some weight to it. So I wouldn't see it on a, like a, you know, a lot of times you find this kind of stuff on lace, but I'm thinking it would have been too heavy for lace. But I have a, one of those morning hair wreaths and some other Victorian morning pieces. So I want to put that all together. All right, and the last thing I have, and then we'll raid into Jamie, is this gorgeous sash buckle. Look at that. It is brass with the green cabochon. These typically were Victorian, so I was very excited to find that one because she's a biggie. So beautiful. I love these. I have a little collection of them in one of those beveled Victorian jewelry boxes. So that was everything that I got in Texas. If there was anything that you were interested in, you can always reach out to me. And we can talk about it. Otherwise, keep an eye on the sales, keep an eye on the shops, because I can't keep all but I appreciate all of y'all joining me. Next week, I believe Beth is going to be with me, and we're going to do a little sale together. She is off Thanksgiving week, so woohoo! Yeah, I'm excited. I got to start pulling stuff for that. I'm just saying. Anyway, with that, give yourself grace, give others grace, because it's some crazy times, people. Crazy, crazy times. So let's go raid Jamie, Mid-Century Waste. I think she has a book sale today. All right, talk to y'all later.